Hi, my name is Sherly DVF. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I'm a fashion stylist at Rent the Runway. I was born in Dominican Republic, and my family and I moved to Orlando, Florida when I was 3 years old. My mother moved with my older brothers and I, and she practically raised us alone since I was 3 years old. So she's been our rock since I was young. I grew up as the only girl and the baby, so I was a little spoiled, but my family still always taught me to work hard for what you want. I went to school for marketing. I did not go to school for fashion, and the school I went to was in Orlando, Florida. It was called the International Academy of Design and Technology, and it was predominantly about fashion, graphic design, game design, but I was there for marketing. And while I was there, I was around all of this fashion and fascinated by it, so I realized that was kind of what I was wanting to do. So I remember sitting in class one day and looking at these girls' boots, and I was like, oh my god, those would look so cool with this bag that I had seen the other day. And I remember thinking to myself, I wonder if there's a fashion career in that I can like dress people. So I went to the library that day and I checked out a whole bunch of fashion books and read about a fashion stylist, and I became so fascinated with it. And I read that you had to network and meet people. It was not all about learning, it was about networking and meeting the right people. So I went out there, I started meeting models, photographers, makeup artists, you name it, I was meeting them, and that's how I got my feet in the door with fashion styling. I'm living in Harlem right now with a roommate, living the dream, but I am still single right now, waiting for that one fashionable guy to come along. So something that my best friends would tell you that know me the best is that I'm a go-getter. I've always been this way ever since I can remember. If I put my mind something to it, I always go for it, no matter the risks. I think something that they'll tell you that I have to work on is patience, because I don't have a lot of it, but it's something I'm working on. And I think it's something that New York has toughened me up and showed me. It showed me to keep going no matter what happens. I've had a lot of struggles ever since I moved here, but it's toughened me up and showed me character, any type of characteristics that I didn't have while I was in Orlando. It's a whole different lifestyle, and I've gotten accustomed to it. They will also tell you that I'm really kind and I like to help people out. I like to teach people and inspire them new things, so it's something that's always been engraved in me. So when I'm working with people, I do like to take charge and like to take control of things, only because I always know what I'm doing, but always in a respectful way and taking into consideration other people's feelings, of course. I am a team player and I like to get other people's opinions and this and that, but I do kind of like to be in the know of everything and know what's going on, but always keeping in mind what everyone else is thinking too. I'm passionate about the fashion industry because of the way it makes me feel. Anytime I'm at a shoot or I'm styling someone and I see how happy they are about the way they look, it always makes me feel good. It's about inspiring others, and it's not just about the clothes and the shoes and going shopping, but it's more about how people see you wearing things and making it look really good and creative, and it's about them wanting to recreate your looks and making sure that you're always putting out good stuff out there and not just stuff that you've seen other people do before. It's about making new things happen and having your own style, and I think it's really important for everyone to have their own style, because there's no right or wrong when it comes to style. It's all about your own. My role models in the fashion industry have always been those great designers like DVF, Oscar de la Renta, and Pablo Garun. They're all designers who I've always admired because of the way they make you feel when you put on their clothes. They're all feminine and sexy, but still classy and elegant, and they represent everything that I am when I dress. I think every time you put clothing on, you should want to be somebody that day. I mean, you may want to be preppy that day, you may want to be feminine, you may want to be edgy, and I think you should always change up your style, and they help you do that with their clothing, and they help you feel a certain way, and I think that's always been important to me. I've had some great opportunities ever since I moved to New York City. I interned for Eric Damon, assistant costume designer for Sex and the City. He was the costume designer for Gossip Girl and the Carrie Diaries, which he also brought me along to work for the Carrie Diaries. It was great. I got to go to the set all the time and actually see how it runs. I also worked for Liliana Vasquez. She is a style expert for the Rachel Ray Show, the Today Show, Steve Harvey, you name it. She's there doing makeovers, and that was really, really fun. My job would always be to go to the showrooms or the stores, buy the clothes, and return the clothes. So they were long days, but always worth it. My style rules? There are none. I think if you like it, you should wear it. So the reason I want to be a brand ambassador for DVF is because my ultimate goal is to become a fashion icon, like Elizabeth Taylor. I think that working for DVF as a brand ambassador is a great opportunity to open doors for that and let people see who I am and who I can be in a DVF dress. I think that inspiring people is something huge to me, and it's always been. I've always been the one telling people you can do this, don't give up, work harder, keep it going. And I think it's something that is instilled in me, and it's different, and that's what makes me the best candidate for this job. It's something that I'm going to carry out throughout the whole process, and I'm going to work really hard to make you proud and make the brand proud. And all I want to do is work for DVF. So I wanted to show you my personal style, and I wanted to do it with these boots that I have on, showing you how I styled them 3 different ways because they're my favorite boots. This one I paired with a white denim skirt, a black velvet belt, and a crop top. So this is a simple look. I think this is a little bit more of a spring going into summer look because of the long sleeves and the boots, but they still have a cutout. And I think it's a really, really great look for the boots, and it gives it a little edginess. So this here is my winter look. I'm wearing a sweater dress with the same boots. It's a long sleeve and it has a v-neck, so it still gives you a sexy look, although it's a wintry look. It has the color blocking and lines in the perfect places to give you a slimmer look. So if you are curvy, it enhances it, and if you are not, it gives them to you. Also, I think the boots give them a classy, edgy look, so it's something that you can pair with them and give it a different type of look. I hope you all enjoyed my video and had fun with me, and I hope to see you all soon in the House of DVF Season 2.